Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you guys another simple meal prep video. We're going to start with a creamy garlic mustard chicken recipe with a side of broccoli. I borrowed the recipe from Chef Jack Owens on TikTok. I did tweak it a bit because I couldn't find all the ingredients. I started by seasoning the chicken with salt, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper and a bit of oil, and mixed it well until every piece of chicken was well coated. You can use as much seasoning as you like. I let it marinate for about 15 minutes, then added oil to a pan. We're going to sear both sides of the chicken until they are browned. This will take about 3 minutes on each side.
I'm losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing.
As the chicken was cooking, I chopped up one onion and prepped a few cloves of garlic. The recipe calls for chicken stock or wine. I have no idea which wine is suitable for this recipe. If you do, please advise in the comment section. I also couldn't find liquid chicken stock in my local supermarket, so here I am trying to dilute this cube one in a cup of warm water. To be honest, this wasn't the best chicken stock cube. It took forever to dissolve. Checking on the chicken, once one side is browned, I flipped the pieces and seared the other side, then removed the chicken.
I'm losing myself tonight. With your love, with your love, I'm losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight.
To the same pot, you're going to add oil and then add our onions. Once the onions are cooked, I added garlic and I let it cook for about 30 seconds, after which I added the chicken stock. You'll notice that the cube didn't completely dissolve, so I let it simmer and stirred it repeatedly until it dissolved completely. Once that was done, I added cooking cream, covered it and left it to simmer.
With your love, I'm losing myself.
As that was cooking, I chopped up the broccoli into bite-sized pieces. I had also chopped up some 4 medium-sized carrots and set them aside. Let's go back to our chicken. Recipe calls for Dijon mustard and whole grain mustard. I only had these ones, so that's what I used. 2.5 tablespoons of the mustard. I stirred it in and added the chicken, covered it and let it cook until the sauce was thickened and reduced, and that's it for recipe number 1. This took about like 5 extra minutes. I'm losing myself tonight.
Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. With your love.
Next up is steaming the carrots and broccoli. I added some olive oil into the pot, then added in the carrots first. I let them cook for about a minute. I like to do that because carrots take longer to cook. After about a minute, I added in the broccoli. I also added some salt to taste, mixed it well and left it to cook until the broccoli turned into a darker green. Once I see that color change, I know my broccoli is ready. I like this combination of carrots and broccoli. The sweetness of the carrots blends in so well with the broccoli to give you a side dish that you can quite literally have it as a snack because it's that good.
With your love, I'm losing myself. With your love.
On to the third and final recipe. We're going to make my favorite pasta recipe. To a pot, I added some olive oil, then added my low-fat minced beef. Highly recommend that you use low-fat beef for this. I added in my seasonings. I used salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and paprika. We're going to let the meat cook until it's browned on all sides. Don't forget to keep stirring and breaking apart the pieces that clump up together. As that is cooking, we're going to make our pasta. Cook the pasta to packet guide. I added salt to hot water, then added my spaghetti. I was using the Dawat Blue Label spaghetti. The goal is to cook the pasta until al dente. As the two cook, it's time to chop up onions, tomatoes, and peppers for the sauce. We are going to blend them together, so you don't need to finely chop them. I used 1 onion, 3 tomatoes, and 2 large bell peppers.
With your love, I'm losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight.
By the time I was done chopping, the meat and the pasta were ready. I drained the pasta water into a glass container. You're going to need it, so don't pour it all out into the sink. Once you drain the pasta, don't forget to run it through cold water, otherwise it's going to clump up together. I also set aside the minced beef in a separate plate. To the same pot, we're going to add the veggies we just chopped up. Cook the onions first, then add the tomatoes and bell peppers. I seasoned with the same spices as the beef and let it cook until soft. So that was black pepper, paprika, salt. Yeah.
Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. With your love, with your love, I'm losing myself. With your love, with your love, I'm losing myself.
As that was cooking, I prepped my rice. I'm using Dawat Basmati rice. You're always safe with Basmati rice. I measured 1.5 cups and washed it. When it comes to how much water to use, I used double the number of cups of rice. I did 1.5 cups, so I used 3 cups of water and a bit for just in case. I added salt and then added the rice and let it simmer. Once it simmers, I cover it up and reduce the heat to very low heat.
The lights in here are blinding me. I can't see clearly.
Our veggies are cooked. I added them to a blender, then added cream cheese. My favorite cream cheese is the one by Lucky Lucky, but unfortunately it was out of stock, so I used this one by Laughing Cow. You'll then add a dash of the pasta water and blend it. Once blended, add our meat back to the pot, then add the sauce, mix it well, and then add the pasta and mix some more. Maybe use a better suited spoon than the Mwiko I'm using. Once it starts to bubble, you're all done and it's time to plate it or store it.
Anymore. I have no fear how this will end. No, nothing scares me anymore. If we never see tomorrow, babe. If we never make it through today. If we never see tomorrow, babe. I know that I lived how I wanted to. If we never see tomorrow, babe. If we never make it through today. If we never see tomorrow, babe. I know that I lived how I wanted to.
Now we portion it out. I packed the creamy mustard chicken with a side of broccoli and carrots. I will have this with rice, which I usually pack separately. My goal is to have balanced meal with all the macros. That is carbs, protein, and veggies. For the pasta, I consider the peppers we use as the veggies for this meal. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it helpful. Do make sure to subscribe and like this video and share it. I hope it gave you some ideas of meals you can try. Bye, and I'll see you on the next one.